Nah, he got upset.
I know.
He hates when you call him out. Moving into the Monday night game, you
I ain't got
have
no empathy for nobody, son.
the Indianapolis Colts, Jacoby Brissett and the boys traveling down to the Voodoo Dome to take on New Orleans Saints. Pretty healthy team for New Orleans. You have Kiko Alonso.
Such a
Wow,
bum
never mind.
Monday night game. I wish they would have
Kiko
flexed
Alonso.
the game here.
You wish what? Oh, you wish we had a different game? This is a good game.
No, it's not.
There's points to be scored. Vegas has it at freaking
I wish
46
they had
and
a
a
better
half.
matchup. Indy is no. No.
We'll see. I mean, I don't think anyone thought Jimmy G
Texans
was going to do what
Titans
he
would have
did
better
last week.
Texans Titans would have been a better matchup here. Monday night rivalry for the division. Come on.
Now, here's an interesting one. T.Y. Hilton actually listed as questionable. I personally do not think he's going to play, but just the fact that he's off of the out designation is curious.
I just think New Orleans is banged up, but there's still going to be enough to beat Indy. I mean, Indy has Zach Pascal and who else?
Obviously Jack Doyle. Hello. Marcus Johnson, the stud from last week. Hello.
No, man. New Orleans is going to win this game by double digits.
And I will tell you what, I had to go do something, and so I don't want anything to be distracting while I'm gone.
On New Orleans side of the ball, I'll tell you, I'm glad I didn't have.
And I can hear what you guys say, just because I can't. You can't see me, and you can't hear me. I can hear you, and so I know everything you're saying, and therefore, yes, I will be vengeful, Dylan. That is my tenure. You will.
We were hoping you would hear us.
You don't want to hear me.
We know you hear us.
I will get you. I'm like they call me
going
Bugaboo.
To say, so glad I didn't have the first overall or even the second overall pick in the draft this year because I would have taken Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara has not rushed for over 100 yards all season long. In fact, he's only rushed for over 90 yards once this entire season. Just has not been the type of year you expected out of him with Mark Ingram leaving town. I thought it was going to be the Golden Pony show with Kamara. Has not been. That being said, Jared Cook is healthy for this game. He'll be back after scoring 2 touchdowns last week. Michael Thomas, obviously always a plug and play, and Drew Brees was absolutely huge last week at home against San Fran, so I don't expect him to have any issues at home against the Colts. Give me the Saints. Give me the cover. They're favored by 9. I'll take that, sir.
Well, look at you. Yeah, Saints win by double digits. I don't see even a matchup here. I think Brissett throws a couple picks and it gets out of hand. They start running the ball. My boy Alvin Kamara finally puts up a double-digit fantasy point game I've been waiting on for a while. But that's about it.
For real, man. It's been rough. I mean, last week he went 13 for 25 on the ground, 4 for 18 through the air.
Dude, I was surprised. I even won last week. If it wasn't for the Tennessee triplets, Mike Evans got hurt scoring a touchdown for the first time in weeks, and then Alvin Kamara throws a stinker. No. And somehow A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, and Ryan Tannehill put my whole fantasy team on their back. So, give me the Saints.
Jay, how do you see this game going down? You want to be a lone wolf on the Colts?
Hell no. But the Colts are going to win.
Oh, wow. So I guess, yeah.
They're going to win in life because they're going to lose this game 33-10.
Ah, you always trick us. Well, there you go, guys. That does it for all of your game matchups. That does it for your fantasy football options. It is a huge week, semifinals. Good luck to everyone. I mean, holy cow, this is enormous. This is what you've been waiting for all season long. If you've made it this far after all the craziness that's gone on, I mean, the injuries to quarterbacks, the lack of production from huge wide receivers, whether it be Julio, Devontae Adams, OBJ, and then your running backs, it's been an ugly story as well, unless you've had Christian McCaffrey. I mean, it's been up and down. So here you are. This is what the fantasy game's all about. You made trades. You made your waiver wire pickups. You listened to us, and here you are. So good luck and good riddance. No, I'm just kidding. Jay, I believe you had some great news for us.
Well, it's kind of joint news from all of us. So there's a little breaking new thing happening, which means I'm about to let everybody know. Dave, you know what I'm about to say. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody while I get this music ready?
So when am I supposed to say it if I know when you're playing the music?
The music's playing right now.
Folks, First and Goal podcast. We love our show, and we ended up having all three of us getting an offer to move on to the Brawl Network. And we are now going to be known. Sorry about that. My little Fourth Reich kids decided to come in today. Again, we are now, as I was brutally interrupted, we will be known as Title Town Brawl.
Has a ring to it.
For the Brawl Network. And we are now one of 18 teams represented on the podcast there. And we are honored to come on and put out greatest Packers content, fantasy content, even just have a tiny little bit of Eagles on there just for our boy Dylan.
Just a splash of green.
So there will
Kelly Green, that is.
No longer be Fantasy Files pregame shows on Sunday.
We'll have fantasy segments on Tuesdays and Thursdays still for Dylan.
Yes, we will still have Dylan. He is going to be an official third member of the team doing his own segment on our shows.
Trying to get a word in edgewise, keep these guys on track, make sure we don't, you know.
You mean rant?
Hey.
Well, just the rants are good. I'll just try to keep them at a target.
This was a great experience. It helped us grow, but it's gone but not forgotten. And I'm playing Boys to Men Say Goodbye.
No, guys, the First and Goalers that listen to us and are loyal and all the followers on Twitter, you are now Title Town Brawlers.
Yes, you are.
Woo! Woo! Nope, it's good news, folks. I don't know why Jay picked a sad song, but I mean, I figured we'd be like...
Well, it's the end of the Fantasy Files pregame show.
It's okay. We went out and we finished an hour and a half.
But it's a good song.
Oh, I know. This was awesome.
The one time we finish hour and a half is the last time we do it. Files pregame show.
Well, it gives you time. It gives you guys time to dig a little deeper into who we're going to be talking with every week and what you guys think the type of structure is going to be and that sort of thing.
Ooh, the snow's already falling in Kansas City. Shady's gaining power.
Blinded by the light.
All right. Well, we are going to take a break and come back and get the hell out of here for the last and final time in Fantasy Files pregame show history.
Hey, one more shout out real quick.
Let's just fade to black like The Sopranos.
NFL Network is going to have James Jones interviewing Aaron Rodgers, folks, on the Bears rivalry and stuff that's been going on this season. So it's going to be a good little docuseries that's going to be on NFL Network here with the interview with James Jones, especially because he's friends with Rodgers off the field. So go ahead and look for that. It's going to be fun to watch.
And if you
is he going to be wearing a hoodie?
Bar banter tonight, you want to visit NFL Addictions on Facebook.com for all of your NFL banter and debate. It's not a trash talk site, so keep it clean and keep it cordial. That's NFL Addictions on Facebook.com. And if you still have an itch to scratch when you're done with that, you want to visit Raz Addictions on Facebook.com to play their version of the raffle for all kinds of chances at cool prizes. You can even win some cash. Buy a $10 raffle ticket with a chance at $100. That's a chance to win 10 times your money. It don't get any better than that. That's Raz Addictions on Facebook.com for all kinds of cool prizes. Tell them what you've won, Dave.
I've won everything from NFL tailgating, barbecue sets. I've got old school helmets. I've got new style helmets. I've got memorabilia rings. I've got signed banners. I've got signed footballs. I've got everything that Raz Addiction offers, folks. They also have more than I have at one, which is surprising, but they're cheap, affordable, and they're certified stuffs that you can win. So go ahead and check it out.
That's Raz Addictions on Facebook.com. Go there, play, and win. And now it's time for shout-outs.
We have Miss at Julie Noted _PFG NFL writer and co-founder with @Backs Football Guru of @PFG Vibe and PFG Vibecast. Julie is also a cult writer for @Our Turf Football, a women's group of sports writers with having great pieces and is a great sports follow. Also, we have PackToTheFuture.com, where it features us on their podcast sections, where you can get all the things you didn't even know, where you can check out Packers news and check out tickets to the games and even Packer event updates.
Parker Momos is a Packers writer and contributor for Die Hard Packer Fan, a great young writer with a different view of the game and brings a ton of energy and passion to his work. Then you've got @MontyJP231, the founder and host of the Full Monty Football Show every Sunday live at 11 a.m. Eastern, featured by Nuts and Bolts Sports on blogtalkradio.com. He works hard on Sundays so you don't have to. And follow the rest of the crew too @Greg Cowboys, @Lion Cuban, and @The Other George Lopez. Again, that's @MontyJP231 on the Twitter.
We're going to round this out with the NFC North Roundtable fellas. Starting off with @Mike Zimmer's Ears. JB is co-host of the Heart and Skull podcast. Then we have @The Fifth Top. Julius Porter is a Detroit native Lions writer for @Detroit Sports Nation, and Uncle Mike 21. Austin Fugelstad is the co-host of @Hollis Hall Brawl, covering all the things you need to know about the Bears, Vikings, Lions, and Packers from these fellas. Also, special shout out to Julius Porter. He's going over to Afghanistan, folks. He's going over to be a contractor to help set up for the soldiers. Go ahead and keep him in your prayers. We're going to miss you, buddy. We'll be holding a spot for you when you get back. We'll miss you and love you.
Much love, Julius. Stay safe, buddy. And as always, you can follow us on the Twitter @FirstAndGoalPod, myself @UPJ33, Dave is @SteakandCheese, the fantasy wonder himself, Dylan @DylanBusby1. Email us at firstandgoalpodcast@yahoo.com with all your football and Packer questions. Give us your comments, and you just might end up making the show live. Again, that's firstandgoalpodcast@yahoo.com.
And I got nothing to show, just climbing this rope right here. And if there's a man upstairs, he kept bringing me rain. But I've been sending up prayers and something's changed. I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. All my dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment.
All right, we're back to close out the show. Final thoughts real quick so we can get the hell out of here. I got church to go to. And Dave, what time are we doing post-game show today?
I don't know.
At a decent hour?
Family time after. Might be a little earlier than usual that we've had in the past. But, it should be maybe like a couple hours after the show.
Because we will be trying to figure out a time for the post game show. I'm gonna try to beat Dave into some sense of getting on there right after, so we can be consistent. But
it might not be as long as it usually is, but I mean, if I get on there and we have a quick chat, that's no problem.
Okay. Well, anyway, final thoughts, David.
Final thoughts. This week has a bunch of rivalries in it. I'm happy Buffalo got the Sunday Night Football slot. I'm angry the Saints and Colts have a slot on Monday night. I feel like it's not a matchup like Tennessee or Texans should have had. But nope, I'm all for the 200th matchup of the black and blue rivalry of Green Bay and Chicago. Green Bay gets the 200th matchup, extends their lead to 3 games. Rodgers has a day and reminds the haters he's still there.
Well, as the fantasy guy, obviously I got to get it out of the way that this is the semifinals. This is a huge week for a lot of people. So have fun with it, guys. Don't kick your dog today. Don't yell at your kids if you lose. Just take it for what it is. You know, you played the game, and someone has to lose. That's just the way it is. If you're an adult, you can handle it. But moving on from that, I'm very excited for this show and for you guys and us, all of us guys. I mean, I know I'm a part of the team, but you guys really started this thing, getting it kicked off. So to be a part of